My name is Michael T. Branch, and most of you may know me as Quaddy1 in the cyber world. Up to this point in my life, the internet has been a valuable resource for me in my various endeavors to create sustainable residual income inside and outside of the cyberspace environment. However, recently, a very astounding incident has changed my life's trajectory and landed me at the last place I thought I'd ever be. And that's right, blogging on the World Wide Web. Things in this world are changing, and my world is changing. And please allow me to explain. It all began with a trip to the local Wally World. You know, that's Walmart to most of you. I never made it to that local box store because on my way there, I was stopped by a local patrol officer in one of those Swift model cruisers that is souped up and visually decorated, but nonetheless designed to just catch in a speed trap and intimidate all civilian neighborhood drivers. At any rate, I was stopped and subsequently given a speeding ticket. This experience with this officer, in my view, was nothing short of atrocious. And quite frankly, I felt totally humiliated by the negative civic experience. Needless to say, I was heated about this experience with this patrol officer, for I knew it would cost me. However, on the way home, and after I cooled down, I thought back on the incident and was not even 100% sure that I was speeding. Calmly thinking back on the incident, as if out of nowhere, I saw the red lights, heard the sirens, feeling the adrenaline surge. I just instinctively navigated my vehicle safely over to the side of the road as expected. Sounds familiar? I simply and completely took the dressing down from the officer, accepted the ticket, and got back on the road. I felt in my heart that the patrol officer treated me as if I had no rights whatsoever and just wanted to meet a quota. After some contemplation, my humiliation morphed into this determination to not allow this to stand. Simply, no justice, no peace. I decided to challenge the ticket, and in the course of the adjudication, which is still pending by the way, I have stumbled upon some amazing data that was just floating out there on the internet concerning speeding tickets and the like. Information that judges and prosecutors are not used to plaintiffs and defendants being aware of. I was amazed at the chain of business that stood to profit from my alleged speeding ticket. The system collects the revenue for the city, county, government, the police stations, all the way to the insurance companies, just ready to dig into my personal financial coffers. Somehow this does not strike me as justice. You know that innocent until proven guilty thing? I was simply amazed. As I researched the topic, the wealth of information I found on the internet was astounding. Armed with the extensive power of the internet, I was soon maneuvered into the position to legitimately challenge the speeding ticket issued to me. I'm now confident that I will prevail, due in a large part to the data mining that a determined mind could achieve given the infinite nature of the internet. I must admit that I spent hours researching information on this topic, and believe me, when I say there's a ton of not so good stuff out there, there is a ton of not so good stuff out there. Successfully maneuvering through the data is key. This new thinking of even challenging a speeding ticket was far from my mind before this incident actually happened to me. Over the years, I have received a ticket or two and just paid the fine, like most of you, and received a reduction in points from the DMV and accepted the penalty given down by the magistrate. I now truly believe that you can challenge a speeding ticket and successfully beat the system. As I continue this ordeal within the DMV justice system, I decided to use this voice of the internet by blogging, along with the reach and depth of information available on the internet, but more importantly, to share with others my experience and to let others know that there is helpful and useful information in all disciplines on the internet to be used to your advantage, and in many cases, you can beat the system. You just gotta have reliable sources. As I said before, credibility is key. So this is why WhyEyeBlog.com came into existence. I'm going to share with you point by point exactly the methods I'm going to employ to challenge my alleged speeding violation. Now, I'm using a product that I purchased online. Well, that was the initial intent of this blog. However, as I stated a moment ago, things just took off, and all of a sudden, this idea just took on a life of its own. Ideas and information began to flow over a short amount of time. My knowledge of the subject matter increased exponentially, and one thing, or in this case, comment, led to another, and I was fortunate enough to come upon 4 very unique individuals with diverse opinions in their chosen discipline. The decision was made to use this blog as a voice, a unified voice. Our goal is to simply provide good reference material that we believe in. Their topics will be wide-ranging, but most importantly, you will be provided with sound, honest, and useful information. Information we hope you use for good, not bad. Be sure to comment on all the team members in the very near future, but for now, please allow me to introduce the team. From left to right, you got Crypto, who's going to be handling all of our IT and technical issues. We got Varad, who's going to handle our business opportunities and such. I'm Quadi1, who's going to kind of mediate this entire thing. You got Apocalypto, who's going to really display a good sense of politics or world events. Stylo is going to bring it up with fashion and lifestyle. So we have a nice rounded group of individuals. So be sure to click on their individual page to get more content and character from each of these truly inspirational contributors to this blog. And as I mediate this blog with my friends, I will be sharing with you the exact techniques used to beat the system. I began to use the techniques as I learned them, and lo and behold, I am getting some success. Take action. Leave a comment and be sure to follow me, Quadi1, on Twitter.com. Real-time updates of this ticket situation will be posted. Thanks, guys. Now let's go ahead and get to work.